You checked the mail a few days ago, and what envelope did you find that was addressed to you from the city of Los Angeles?
Envelope.
I got it from juries.
Jury duty?
I got a jury duty letter.
Are you gonna go?
No, and also this.
It's my fault, guys.
It's her fault.
Why is it?
Let
Oh,
me
because
see.
she
I
registered.
registered him to vote.
So 44 years of being alive, I've never had one of those.
Wow.
A jury duty letter, right? Because I want to live on the outskirts of society.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I also have this thing where I feel like, and this is a lot of alcoholics, and I'm sure a lot of people with egos have this feeling of like, I feel like normal society rules and laws don't apply to me. Like it's a weird way of looking at my life, but it's an honest thing to say. Where it's like, if I get a ticket or if I get in trouble, I just feel like, yeah, that doesn't. I'm not a regular kind of a guy. I'm a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that doesn't. You know what I mean? So by getting that thing, you know what I mean?
I kind of like that though. Like
What?
he doesn't succumb to pressure that way. Like if let's say for instance like a debt collector were to harass and call every day his phone. Like to me that would get to me. It does get to me, and I always call him back, and I'll always be like, oh, what do I owe? You know. With him, he'll let that shit ride for 5 years
Yeah.
and
Not
be like,
only
I don't
that,
give a
you know
fuck.
what I do? You know what I do?
can't pressure
is
me.
that
What?
I'm not even kidding you. I never answer the phone. All my voicemails are completely full. You can't leave me a
100%
message.
full, yeah.
That's
Right?
smart tactic, though.
And I just don't bother with it. So if like an old friend, I have a friend from high school who lives in LA named Jensen. I love him. I love the guy. I grew up with him. We were in the same band together in the early 20s, band Lax and Superb. You know what I mean?
Lax and superb.
You saw on YouTube,
Have you seen
right?
that video of him with really
No.
long hair with the organ?
Oh man,
Or
I
with
gotta
the-
watch it.
Yeah. And he lives in LA, and he calls me every once in a while, and I don't call him back, not because I don't love him, not because I don't care. It's just I just don't bother with anybody, unless it's business.
Yeah.
Unless it's business or unless it's me, because
Unless
he
it's her,
is
and that's it, though.
Yeah.
so good about texting me back. Like
Yeah.
he never lets my text wait for more than 2 minutes at a time, and which is he just texts two people. All he cares about is two things: his work and me.
And
It's
my brother,
amazing.
maybe.
Oh yeah, Steve for sure.
Steve, I text back,
always,
or my
always.
parents.
Yeah. I mean,
But
that's-
other than
yeah.
that, I don't do it. It's because of the fact that I don't like the responsibility of being, you know what I mean? And I think that's childish on my part, because I don't go to birthday parties. I don't buy Christmas gifts. I only buy Christmas gifts on Christmas because of her, because she does this. She cares about Christmas, and she has this like family affair thing.
Yeah.
So I've been participating, not because I want to. I mean, I want to, I guess, but more because
Yeah.
I love Kalila and I want her to be happy. You know what I mean? But other than that, I've never done it throughout the history of my life.
And I have to understand that. Like I can't sit here, as his partner and expect him to fill this role of average guy who participates in birthdays and Christmas. Like in the beginning, I used to think, oh fuck, like what did I just sign up for? Like he doesn't write a card, he doesn't give, he just doesn't participate in any family affairs. And I'm such a deeply like rooted family type person because I grew up in a really close knit, large family. But I couldn't hold that against them. In the beginning, I was a little petty and it got to me here and there. But now I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, wait, I have to understand where he's coming from. Like he was never raised with Christmas lights. He was never raised with that feeling and that warmth of December 24th and that gathering, that smell of food. Like none of that.
No, I
ever.
was. No, that's wrong.
I thought you said you didn't. Now you have no fucking excuse.
Outed by Kalila.
No. We did from when I was 2 to probably 10 years old. But something shifted with me where I was like, I told my parents, I go, don't do this anymore. Like, I hate it. You know what I mean? So it's not because they tried. My parents tried to wrap shit and give it to me. You know what I mean? But I was always like, fuck it.
Okay,
What's
then
the
I don't
point?
understand you anymore.
No, because the thing is that to me, it's like, you know what I mean? What's a gift? It's like, you just say I love you to somebody, and that's all. And that's enough. If you want, if You want to give me money? Give me money. That's fine.
Yeah, but
it's
it's getting together. It's more than just telling
Yeah,
someone you
that
love
I'll
them.
do.
The getting together part and your parents, you never really stopped to think maybe because you were too young that maybe what they were doing wasn't all for you. Maybe they were doing it for each other, and that idea that they wanted to bond with their children. Maybe they were doing it for themselves as well. Like
yeah,
you
my dad
don't-
would get drunk, right, and pull my mom's hair through the fucking living room while he knocked out her tooth, right? And my brother and I running for our lives because we're scared shitless. You know what I mean?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And that it happened at Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, it happened randomly on any other given night, right? So it's like, and I love the man. I don't blame him. You know what I mean? He did the best he could. You know what I mean? I'm not also one to go, oh, my life, these things happen. I was molested. Get fuck it. You know what I mean? I live in America. I have all this, you know what I mean? I'm free. I can do whatever I want. And I don't, I'm just not made up that way. I love you so much. And I kind of love you and you know what I mean? But, I'm not, that's just not me.
Material.
Yeah, it's just
giving,
not me.
Yeah.
I don't really. I care. I can't even explain it because now I'm just
I get it.
confused
No.
as fuck.
No, I guess.
All this time, I thought that I was trying to understand you as a person because you just never grew up with Christmas, and now you're telling me no, it was my choice. Fuck Christmas. Fuck my parents, and now I'm starting.
I mean, it was, but you have to understand that like that's still the same thing. It's the same exact thing still.
I
You know what I mean? It's like, because they tried and stuff, and because of my dad's alcoholism, it's still tied in with, you know what I mean? That
Your
like,
memory of it?
Yeah, like I don't really like. There was some Christmases where, me and my brother would sleep by the tree,
Oh.
Steve and I, and then we'd wake up and there was a Christmas gifts. And we would be like, oh my God, Santa was here. I remember that. You know what I mean? But then I also remember, like, you know what I mean? A golf club being thrown at my fucking ankle.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all
Mixed. Bag,
mixed
yeah,
and, it's a mixed bag. And it's like, but I also was a very bad kid. Even since I was a little baby. You know what I mean? Like, there was this pill, like, this is what's weird. It's like when I was 1 or 2 years old, my dad, I took these not Tylenol, like these it was Tylenol, and I ate one, just it was on the table or something, and my dad or mom they go, don't do that, it's bad for you. I ate the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Because they said I shouldn't, and then I had to be rushed to the hospital. Like I had my stomach pumped and stuff.
Whoa.
I just have always had like this thing where it's like, you tell me not to do it, I'll do it anyway. Don't cross the street, I'll cross.
Slowly.
Don't do that. I'll just do whatever I
Yeah.
want. You know what I mean?
Being
Maybe
as-
I'm just like a bad person.
Rebel.
No, being your girlfriend is a very, very delicate sport. It's a very, very delicate game of what should I say, what shouldn't I say, how do I persuade him. You think that the normal way to persuade someone is just to tell him the pros and cons or the pros of why he should do something. With Bobby, it's not that way. If you want him to do something, basically you have to tell him that why he shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it because of this. You shouldn't. I'm gonna fucking do it. That's the only reason you get him to do what you need him to do. Tell him he is not allowed to do it, and then he'll do it. It's a delicate sport. It's a very confusing sport.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to date me. I'm sorry that I have all these problems. I'm sorry that
can
I am
I-
the way I am.
You know what he's really proud of this week? Do you know what he said to me while I was in the hospital?
What?
As I was like having an episode and in the bathroom and those little pull-out shitters.
Yeah.
And he posted a picture of me.
Very good picture.
I wasn't taking a shit, by the way. I was only peeing, but thanks.
Well,
On Instagram.
there's no way to prove that.
And you know what he said to me? He's like, you know what he said to me?
What?
He goes, sweetie, do you know how I know I'm not a narcissist? Because
He said that?
I posted a picture without my face in it. In the meantime, it's of his girlfriend in the fucking shitter. He goes, I really, he's like, sweetie, and I'm having an episode. He's like, sweetie, I really do think I'm growing as a person. And here's proof that I'm not a narcissist. I'm posting a picture of you, my girlfriend, and I love you. And did you saw the picture?
It was hilarious. Sucks for you, but
So maybe he is growing as a person.
No, maybe I am a narcissist. And maybe I'm a bad person.
And he scrolled through his entire Instagram to find a picture of one that without his face in it, and he couldn't find one, so that was his first one. So
Nice.
congrats, baby, we're growing.
I'm a bad person. Am I a bad person?
I don't think so.
What kind of person do you think I am?
Like a strong person. Check out Love on Netflix, season 2, coming out next year.
Fuck you, man.
Great
Anyway, you know, Prince died, and this was a really weird podcast.
You
Not
hate
really.
it? Should
No,
we
I like
start
it. No, I
over?
like it a lot.